Trying to get your camera set up in the best position is always so much fun. Is that good? I think that's good. Yeah, that should be good. I mean, y'all are getting a little bit of snow. Snow in the background. There you go. Perfect. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Blazedxdazed and welcome back. So today, I've got my phone set up outside so you can have a little bit of snow in the background. Plus, I think the quality of my videos are actually a lot better when I'm outside because it's so much brighter, it's so much prettier. The lighting is just 10 times better than when I'm inside. But everything just seems to look so much clearer when I'm sitting there editing. So I figured I'd shoot today's outside. So I've got my silenced hippie bowl, and if I could get it to focus, there's a little dab in the middle. I just put a little piece down in there to get it so it would melt down into the bowl as I was smoking it. But I'll hit this and then let you know what today's video is about. Cheers. So I apologize if I am in and out of the frame in this. I was trying to get it to where the lighting would be good and you could see everything in the background, but I'm also sitting on my longboard because I don't want to, put my ass in the snow. And quite frankly, a towel would just not help. So today is Vlogmas day 10, and today I'm going to be talking about stoner food. So I've got a list written down of just like simple shit, and then I've got a little bit more complex stuff. I'm not going to get into anything extremely fancy just because I purely don't get into anything fancy. And I was going to buy a whole bunch of it to eat in the video, but I'm like, no. And decided against that. But first up on my list, I'm going to talk about, that's kind of hilarious, edibles. So when you get high, that's the whole point of this, by the way, is when you're high, stuff to eat when you're baked. So when I get baked, I personally love to eat a large variety of stuff, but I was going to talk about edibles first. And edibles can be very dangerous because you eat an edible and you're like, oh, this isn't doing anything, so you eat another one and you're like, feeling something, and then the first two hit as you're eating the third one, and it's just this vicious cycle of just you're falling into a deeper high. And then also, I've personally done this before, ate an edible, got really high, got the munchies, went to go grab something, wasn't thinking about it, grabbed more edibles. That was fun. So, I mean, personally, if you have edibles, keep them separate, because that is a really, really dangerous game to play, because you will get so fucked up. Because edibles are like power-packed, they are meant to fuck you up. So, first off, I'm going to talk about junk food. So, I mean, there's a large list of junk food that I could go over. You've got cookies, you've got sugar cookies, regular, Oreos are always a top favorite. And I don't know how many states have this, but if you've ever seen grandma's cookies, and they're in this like little square packet, and usually it comes with 2 or 3 in there, depends on where you get it. Those cookies are absolutely delicious. They like melt in your mouth. And if they don't, you're getting the wrong kind, because these things are amazing. I've had them ever since I was a kid. So you can get chips. There's Doritos, which are known by pretty much everybody in the world. If you've never heard of them, because for a long time I heard of them, but I never tried them. Takis, they're actually extremely good. Stores that are around here that I tried to look in didn't have them anywhere, and then I went to like the Mexican food aisle, or Hispanic food, whichever preference is better, and actually found them in that aisle. So they're with the Hispanic food rather than the actual chips. But Takis are absolutely amazing. They're a really spicy chip. You can get some that aren't spicy, but I like spicy stuff. So you'll notice that as I go through this list, there's a lot of spicy stuff on here, or relatively hot stuff. But either way. And then there's a million other chip brands that I could name off, but I really don't think I need to. It's just, it's an all on what chips you like. So, candy, anything white chocolate. I am diehard for white chocolate. If you ever offer me anything white chocolate, I can't say no. I can turn regular chocolate down. I can't turn white chocolate down. It's amazing to me. It's like the most amazing tasting chocolate out there. So along with chocolate though, you got Reese's, Kit Kats. You always have to break a Kit Kat. It annoys me if a person eats a Kit Kat whole. Like if somebody just opens up a pack of Kit Kats and does not break it in half and eat it like one by one, it irritates me. It's so stupid, and it's like just the smallest pet peeve ever, but it is something that really annoys me. The thing is like I'm not actually getting that much smoke. It just looks like because it's so cold. See? Oh, a little bit. There's millions of other different kinds of chocolate though, and also kinds of candy. I mean, you can get gummy anything. Gummy worms. I personally like the sour gummy worms. I'm a sour and spicy person, so which ironically goes into my next one. Chex Mix and Trail Mix. They both go hand in hand. I like the Turtle Mix the best. But yeah, you can get different kinds of Chex Mix and Trail Mix, and you can get sweet and spicy. You can get salty and sweet. You can get like a whole bunch of different kinds. Personally, I like the Cajun Chex Mix, or not Chex Mix, Trail Mix the best. I mean, there's a million different brands, but usually it's just called Cajun Trail Mix. That's some really good stuff. But I'm gonna get into actual recipes. So me and my friend were actually sitting around talking the other night, and this is how we actually came up with this video idea. Was we were talking about stuff that we make when we're high, and I was like, dude, I should make a video on that. And then I mentioned it in one of my previous videos, and almost like messed up in the whole video, and started talking about it, but I didn't. So the friend was actually T, and he's got a little suggestion that I wrote down here at the bottom. So one of the main things that I've always done, if you've ever had them, fudge rounds. They're like basically just like this like chocolate flavored like breading, and then there's like chocolate cream in the middle of it, and they come in like little packs of like, you know, singles. You can take those and put them in a bowl and melt them in the microwave for like a minute until they get kind of creamy, where you can stir it around but not like liquid, and then throw vanilla ice cream on top of it and basically just like flip it over on top of it and like mix it in. The vanilla will melt pretty quickly because, you know, it's warm, but once it like kind of like solidifies, it's just this chocolate vanilla blob that is just absolutely delicious. And then this isn't sweet, but this is something that I like to make when I'm high. I'll take a bunch of pepperonis and I'll like lay them around in a circle on a plate, pour a whole bunch of like shredded cheese on it, lay another layer of pepperonis around it, heat it up for like 30 seconds just so the pepperonis get hot and melt the cheese, and you just cut it. You can also turn that into a pretty damn good omelet. I make a mean omelet. I put stuff on my Snapchat before of me cooking omelets, so if you ever add me on my Snapchat, you'll probably see me making an omelet at least once every week. I'm one of those people that when I get high, I really like to cook. This does not look like a good position to sit for the video. Yeah. So like I said, it is really, really cold out here. So like, I'm trying just to not start shivering. So shout out at Silent Stippy, by the way. She has one of the most amazing bowls I've ever smoked out of. This thing will keep running and just burning, but you will never be able to fill it up enough to get a hot hit. I've taken huge rips off this thing, and the way it fills, it's just always smooth. So shout out to her. I'll put a link to her profile on the bottom. She's awesome though. You should check her out. So one of the next things that I got on my list that I make when I get baked, I'll take some rotisserie chicken or just regular chicken and rip it up into pieces and like throw it into a bowl, and then take zesty Italian dressing and like douse it, and like then mix it up together and eat it like that. You can eat it cold, you can eat it hot, and just whatever your preference is. And if you want to, you can throw a little hot sauce in there. It's not bad. I mean, sometimes it's not the best, but it's not always the worst either. This is one that somebody I know actually told me to put in here. They take cream cheese and they heat it a little bit, and then they put Frank's hot sauce all over it, or just any kind of hot sauce that you like, and it's great for like, you know, a dip for like, you know, eating chips. So like if you're ever like, oh, I have a ton of chips but no salsa or dip, you can actually make your own dip. Like I said, cream cheese, just heat it up a little bit and then hot sauce all over it and then mix it together and it's great. You got to get it to where it's smooth though. You can't have it like lumpy. I've eaten it both ways and it's just not as good lumpy. I mean, it depends on me though. So I actually made this one day. This is my own personal trail mix. You can do Lucky Charms, mini Hershey Kisses, and peanuts. I know that sounds so weird, but when you mix all this together in a bag and just kind of shake it and it all gets like mixed onto each other, and like, you know, the, you know, salty peanuts gets all over the Hershey Kisses and then that gets covered in, you know, the stuff from the cereal, it's an amazing taste. I promise you. You should go try it. And also, anybody who's watching this video, if any of these caught your attention or you have anything that you like to make, leave it in the comments. I'll definitely put this like and make another video out of this and like do ideas that everybody gave me. I'd love to like, you know, link somebody's profile to the idea that they gave me, you know, or if they, you know, if you just want your idea thrown out there, I can keep you anonymous and just throw your idea on a list. But I would love to remake this video with like a ton of people's ideas that, you know, they sent me. It would be absolutely, that would be absolutely so much fun. So, like I said, leave a comment. Let me guys know what you actually make and what you guys think. It would really help my channel out. So, like I said, you can get super fancy with this stuff, but most of the stuff I'm putting on this list is just really simple. So, T said that you could eat Captain Crunch berries and Lucky Charms. He said that mixing those together for a bowl is like just the best breakfast ever. So, the only other things that I have listed on this are just a couple drinks. So like, I figured I had to put that in on this list. I was like, you know, I'm sitting here listing all this food, but what's the other thing people need? You gotta have something to drink when you're smoking, like, cause you know you get cotton mouth, and especially, you know, a bunch of the stuff on here actually dries your mouth out even worse, like peanuts and chips. So I mean, you gotta have something to drink. And hell, if you eat something spicy, your mouth's gonna be on fire anyways. But normally only milk helps with that. So, note to you and everyone else, milk and bread. Best things to help if your mouth is on fire from something spicy. Cheers. Also, shout out to Stoner Days for sending me these stickers. It's a little sticker that you wrap around your lighter and you just write your name on it so people know whose lighter it is, and nobody can pocket your lighter and say it's theirs. There's a lot of lighter thieves out there. You know who you are. Stop doing it. It's annoying. So, the main drinks that I like when I'm high, Powerade is your best friend. Powerade, Gatorade, both are pretty much the same thing. They're rejuvenating because they, you know, give you electrolytes, replenish electrolytes, and you know, have the couple vitamins in it that, you know, are meant to help you, you know, going and stuff. So if you're one of those people who are really lazy when you're high, sometimes Powerade might give you a little bit of a pep back, you know, and keep you, you know, from falling asleep in your chair. Honestly, I've noticed that a lot of the time when I do smoke and I get really tired, it's mainly just because I'm dehydrated. So that brings me to keep some water on your desk. Keep some water in your fridge, keep some water on your desk, keep it wherever. You know, always keep some water handy. It's, you know, it's better than anything else because it's healthy for you. I mean, too much water can be unhealthy, so don't, I mean, well, you can do whatever you want. If you want to strictly drink water, strictly drink water. Some sodas. And I only say some sodas because, one, I'm not a big soda person. I'm more of one of those healthy side of, you know, drinks. I mean, I know Powerade isn't the best thing to drink all the time, but I do drink a lot of water too. And soda sometimes, to me, if like you're coughing really bad and you drink soda, the bubbles and the carbonation just makes it worse. Like, it honestly just doesn't soothe my throat at all. It just makes me cough worse. So I don't always like have soda on, you know, on hand, but I mean, sometimes I do. But I mean, Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, the originals, you know, stuff like that. I'm a huge Sierra Mist or, you know, Sprite person. Well, bark to you too. So and the last drink, sweet tea. Unsweet tea, sweet tea, whichever your preference is. Some people like unsweet tea. I don't know what's wrong with you. I'm just kidding. I mean, personally, I just cannot drink unsweet tea. To me, it is like the worst tasting thing in the world. Like, it has no place being here. But either way, that's it for my video. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed. If there's anything on this list you like I said, let me know. Leave comments of your ideas, and leave comments of your ideas below so I can put those in another video, or just make a post about it. I'll see how many people reply and what I can do with it. But thanks for watching this video. Leave a comment, leave a like, follow me on all my social media. It'll be at the end of the video and in the description. And remember, stay blazed, stay dazed. Peace.